Oh, hello there. Did you know that juggling can involve math? Yep. Welcome to homeschool again. Today we're going to be talking about Siteswap, which is something that Douglas will always tell me that I am a nerd for loving. But you can be a nerd with me. So we're going to learn 5 numbers today. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Amazing. Okay, this is really simple. Each number is assigned a throw. So a number equals a throw. Here they are. 1 is as fast as possible. It's going from one hand to the other. So there's no throw, it's just a pass. See that? Now, this can still be a 1. It can go around the head, it can be under the leg, as long as it's switching almost instantaneously from one hand to the other. Cool? A 2 is a very small throw, or not a throw at all, in which it doesn't switch hands. So, this is a 2. This can also be a 2. It's not changing hands. It's spending very little time moving around. This can also be a 2. 2-ball drop. Doing a bunch of 2s. Cool. 3, as in 3-ball juggling, is a throw that you would use to juggle 3 balls. So it's switching hands and it's going from one hand to the other. Cool? Now, 4 is a higher throw that stays in one hand. Okay? 4. Cool? Then finally, 5 is a higher 3. So it's going to be switching hands and it's really high, as if you're juggling 5 balls. So, some trends that I want to point out to you. 1, 3, and 5. Those are odd numbers, right? Those numbers mean that the ball is switching hands. 1, 3, 5. Odd numbers, 2 and 4, don't switch hands. 2 stays here. 4 is higher, but it stays in the same hand. This is really important. You can go as high as you want. 23, it's switching hands. 22, it's staying in the same hand. That's really high. The higher the numbers go, the higher the throw. That's not technically true, but it's a matter of time and we're going to forget about it. So, now that you know that, oh geez, it's already been 3 minutes. You're going to have to wait for the next edition to learn about how to implement this. See you soon. Welcome back, my students of Siteswap. At this point, we've learned 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But now we're going to learn how to combine them. So, you have a string of numbers. How do you know if it's a valid juggling pattern? So, I've written down 3, 1, 2 here. Okay? Now, there are a couple things that make a pattern either valid or not valid. So, I want to find out, is the Chicago area code 312 a valid Siteswap? Can I juggle this numerical order? Let's find out. So, first of all of these numbers, we know what they do. The 3 is a throw from one hand to the other, a 1 is a pass from one hand to the other, and a 2 is a very small throw. Now, the next thing that needs to happen is that every throw needs to switch hands. As in, one throw is out of the right, the next throw is out of the left, and the next throw is out of the right. Okay? Now, we can actually find out if a Siteswap is valid via math. Ooh. So, you take each of the numbers individually. 3 plus 1 plus 2. You add them all together. 3 plus 1, 4. Very good. Plus 2 is 6, right? So all of these numbers combined is 6. Then we divide that number, so we take 6, and we divide it by the number of individual throws. So there are 3 throws here, right? So we take the number 6, which is all of this added up, and we divide it by the number of throws. So 6 divided by 1, 2, 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Very good. That means that it's a valid Siteswap because that number that you get to needs to be a whole number and it needs to be equal to the number of balls that you use to juggle this pattern. I know that seems crazy. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we need 2 balls to do this pattern. Okay, you may not believe me, but this is possible. So tomorrow, we are going to test this and a different Siteswap to see if this is a valid proof. We're not going to explain what a proof is. I'm going to leave that to your parents, who are probably fantastic homeschool teachers at this point. Sorry, parents.